Yeah, let's cue our animated intro, guys. Oh, it's D&D,
Dun. Oh wait,
D&D,
nope, that's not it.
D&D Beyond. Welcome to episode
Hi.
14 of the Adventurers Pact. Uh, Unfortunately, our DM gave me the unfortunate job of DMing this session,
Ah,
with the current information I know of the world. That way we can keep consistency.
so as you could probably tell, we are pretty low on staff today, and I say staff as like just in air
Players.
quotes because we're not really staff, but at the same time, welcome. This is gonna be a interesting episode.
Yeah, it's mainly gonna be like 4 people, technically.
4 people.
Yeah, because you got Tiberius still with you.
Oh, you're right, big brain.
Yeah, the fucking level 11 Blood Hunter. Last we left off, the Pact had entered their old running grounds, Caston. However, when they arrived, they saw that the town was burning down. Bodies littered the streets, most of them burnt and charred. They made the notable deduction that the sheriff, one of Chance's friends, was confirmed KIA. The party proceeded to search around through the city, seeing if there's any survivors. Nuabu attempted to heal the people on the ground. However, after multiple medicine checks, he deducted that all the people currently in the town were dead. That were laying on the ground in the streets. Were all dead. Nuabu then continued searching and found a church where the remaining survivors were.
Fun.
One notable thing is Follis could not find Elizabeth anywhere. He checked her mansion house, he checked the church, he couldn't find her anywhere. Belmont walked into the local tavern and found that there were kobolds running around, and he entered and he saw a red dragonborn who greeted Belmont and said that his father would like him back in the old world. Belmont proceeded to break out into a fight with the Dragonborn, and the rest of the party rushed to his aid. After an extensive fight, the party noticed that a winged kobold had been, after the red Dragonborn called for reinforcements, a red kobold with wings flew off into a direction. And the rest of the party kept searching for any survivors. Nuabu entered the general store. He went on a little heist to get healing herbs and food for the children at the church. However, during his escapade, the general store broke down and Nuabu was trapped under some rubble. However, Follis and Chance came to his aid and saved him. As soon as that happened, they noticed 3 Dragonborn, also red, approaching the tavern. Follis realized the danger of the situation and decided to persuade them into talking business with them. They eventually figured out that they were going to escort them to Brisbane to have them take over the old Wheelers' hideout, because they were looking for a base of operations to set up. We eventually got to the church, and Follis explained to the church that they would be following these people despite what has happened. And then the party had an epiphany that they were taking a short rest, which meant that they could spend hit dice to heal themselves. This meant that the party could actually fight the Dragonborn when they got to the train station. And that's what happened. When they got to the train station, they engaged in a fight against what we know as the Vanguard. We eventually defeated all the Vanguard members, and Belmont decided to put on some armor, which took him about 5 to 10 minutes. And some of us chased after a Vanguard member who was running away. And basically, we missed the train with all the civilians that got on it, heading to Brisbane. And don't mean to be another Nathan here, but the adventure's in your hands.
Whoa.
Currently, you're at the train station, and there is no train. It is about midday.
Oh boy.
Belmont will look at his armor and be like, "Oh, I forgot how long it takes to don this stuff." You see, on Belmont is I believe full plate armor. Yes, it is full plate armor. And as far as I remember, most of the party is pretty tired.
Can I get the link to D&D Beyond?
Oh, that's right. Hold on, yeah. Let me give you my login.
This chance got moved there.
Yeah, I know.
One moment, folks. We'll just be
Okay, I should be sending to you right now. So log in on D&D Beyond with that, and then go
Got
to campaigns. And it'll be the Adventures Pact. Then Chance is there.
Thank you.
Aurier walks up to the oh gosh, the word escapes me, but he walks up to the train. Ugh, gosh. Walks up to the train time schedules, and he says, "Another train will not be arriving here until tomorrow afternoon. However, they might not come back."
Oh, there's Kit. I couldn't find it. Okay. Now I've got my stats. All right. So what's happened? Sorry.
You are currently at the train station. There is no train, and all the civilians have boarded the train, and the train left without you. It is about midday.
So we left. Why didn't we go on the train?
You were too busy fighting the Dragonborn.
Oh.
Fascinating.
So now we have to find some way to get to Brisbane.
Aurier says, there's another train coming tomorrow, but it's in the afternoon, and I imagine they won't come back to a dead town. There's no real business to get here. So, Chance, I suggest we walk/ride to Brisbane. It'll take us about, I estimate, 3 days.
I don't know. For the most part, it seems like we need to get to Brisbane as soon as possible.
I'll also say, yeah, that's preferable, but we also have to remember that Elizabeth is missing still. And she is out near the west.
Well, I mean, I could always go and get Elizabeth. I'll just head down to the plates, grab my horse, go out and ride for her.
That is in the direction of where she went. Anyway,
What do you propose?
let's all go together when we do that, though. I mean, we have to go that direction anyway because of Aurier.
All right, you do that.
All right.
Wabu, what about you? God, he's kind of the silent type. But Belmont, what you think?
Like the problem with it.
Hold on, we're having difficulties.
Oh, okay.
Can you hear that?
Yeah, I was trying out audio. It sounds awful. You can try it out here. Like, try putting it in. It sounds awful.
That's interesting. Here,
Do you want to just reset the computer?
no, I got a better idea.
Okay, cool.
Here you go. Then you log in on here.
Okay, very nice. Okay, I did.
All right, cool.
So we're still
Should I
trying to
log in
fix audio
on
issues.
the Discord on your phone?
What?
Should I use your phone or?
Yeah. Let me.
Technical difficulties. Fun.
There we go. I think you should be good now.
Cool.
Jay, talk real quick.
Hello.
Oh,
Oof.
it's not picking it up on.
That's fine. Did it pick up on the computer? Or
No, it's picking up on without
phone?
the Bluetooth.
Fascinating.
There we go. Now it should. Alright, say hello again, Jay.
Hello.
That worked. Cool.
There you go. Alright. So he asked you, what do you think? Because we're going to try riding to Brisbane, but we're debating whether or not we should go save someone who ran off to the west first.
Well, it depends. I mean, was the person injured, or do you think he could take care of himself?
Herself and I mean,
I don't know about that one.
she is a vampire though.
Yeah, she'd probably be able to take care of herself, but she is a vampire after all, so I don't think letting her go free is exactly a ideal
Safe
option.
Yeah. Well,
Shoot.
like I said, I can always go out and get her.
She'd probably end up finding some sort of farmhouse to feed on, inevitably, or, I don't know, causing trouble for another village.
Oh, that's right. The Wab was never met Elizabeth.
Yeah. You see, the sheriff of the town was also a vampire. And then that girl was his daughter. He was very civil about his vampiricness, and he tried to show Elizabeth that, you know, eating domestic animals is the better option. And, well, the horses did escape, so it's a possibility that she's with the horses, and she's feeding off of them currently.
Well, she is the, well, is there any reason we should rush to Brisbane right now?
The problem is it'll take us 3 days to get to Brisbane on foot. And I had a wish that a demon lord granted me. Basically, my father will be in Brisbane in 4 days. So
Here's the plan. Could go find Elizabeth today. Come back within another day. Train should be arrived. Right?
Mhm.
Yeah,
Comes back tomorrow.
exactly. We can only spend 1 day looking for her, though. No more, no less.
That's no problem. Around what time would you say it? I'd see where in...
right now in the
Sunday.
game, it's midday. So it's about like 1, 2. Or 1,
Kind of like
12.
it's kind of like right now, actually.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, we've got about. Can I look on the poster to see what time the train will arrive tomorrow?
Yeah, it's about same time tomorrow.
All right. So we've got about a whole day's worth to find her.
Oh. No, scratch that. It's 2 days from now. Because it takes the train a day to get there and a day to get back.
Oh, so it's 2 days?
Yeah.
Okay. So we've got 2 days to find her.
I mean, yes, but the more we go out there, the more time it's going to take us to get back. So if we spent a day out there, it'll take us a day to get back.
Well, Bolus, what do you think?
Follis, honestly, I think we should start going, and when we get to Brisbane, we can start looking for her, because we have to go in that direction anyway. And I don't know how Elizabeth is, but as far as I could tell, I couldn't smell any blood. I could just smell her scent.
Well, I mean,
Do you think you could track her down within 2 days?
yeah.
It's plausible, but I lost the scent in town. It's masked by the smoke.
I'm wondering. Maybe if you and Aurier go. I mean, for the most part, you could find your way to her, Aurier can find the way back.
Follis will pull out 2 of the scrolls, or the 2 scrolls that are left. If we're gonna go with that idea, Chance, here's a scroll just in case. I think me and Aurier should take one, just in case if it goes longer than expected.
Of course.
I guess we'll take this plan of option. You guys follow. You guys wait for the train tomorrow. If we don't come back, then you should just go.
All right. Well, Nuabu, Belmont, and I will make our way out.
Oh, and Tiberius, don't forget. I have to get to my church.
Chance will turn around and realize, oh, I didn't know you were standing there.
Yeah, I got left behind as well.
Oh, well, if you're fine with tagging along.
Yeah, I mean, I have to get to my church anyway, so.
Well, all right. Let's get moving.
All right, Follis and Aurier get onto Aurier's mount, and.
Bolus,
Huh?
be safe. And bring Elizabeth back.
Will do, Chance. And you as well. And
I'm
the
not
mount.
going to get Elizabeth. I'll see you.
So yeah, the mount begins to flap its wings and it takes off into the air. And you're left at the train station with Belmont, Nuabu, Tiberius.
So, do we really want to walk for 2 days straight? Or y'all want to just hang out here for 2 days?
Tiberius will say, well, I'm not the type to know these train schedules, but usually I think it would be better if we took the train, because it's the same time either way, but it's safer on the train. Come on.
Of course.
I mean, we haven't really had good experiences with trains, so.
Belmont will laugh. Yeah. And he'll look at Chance.
Well, have we gotten everything out of here? No one's left. Everyone got on the train.
Belmont will look back towards the sort of now embers of Caston, and he'll say, I mean, Nuabu went searching for about an hour. I think we asked the church, the people that were in the church, and they said those were the only survivors they found, so.
So
anyone know what really happened here? Or...
Oh, right. Belmont, we'll say. Yeah, my dad is looking for me, and he sent the Vanguard out to get me. And when they heard that I was running with the Wheelers, and they heard that Sheriff Dowry was was capturing Wheelers, and they got overzealous and attacked Caston, killing the sheriff.
So, your father ordered to kill the sheriff. If I'm not mistaken.
Sorry, what?
Your father ordered to kill the sheriff. If I'm not...
He didn't order to kill the sheriff. They found Sheriff Dowry there, and they inquired about me, and he didn't really give them a straight answer, so they decided to kill him and burn the town.
Alright. Well. I'm not sure what to do at this point.
Aurier will say. Or not Aurier. Belmont will say. I think we should wait for the train. I think that's our best course of action right now.
Alright. So, what do we do for 2 days?
God knows. I guess we hang out. Start a little campfire somewhere. There's not much to do.
General still got stuff in there?
The general store it collapsed on itself.
Great. Yeah, sorry, everything kind of went like black. So the sheriff kind of zoomed out.
Yeah.
Still kind of processing all this.
Well, Belmont will reach into his backpack, set it down, and he'll start undonning his armor. And he'll pull out a bedroll, roll onto the ground. I guess we wait for 2 days.
Guess we do.
Is there anything anyone would like to do during the day?
I don't have anything
I don't
in
want to
particular.
rest, because like we haven't slept in a while.
You haven't.
I'm still
Even more.
relatively weak
What?
actually, so I'd probably use some of my spells to heal me.
You don't have any spells left, I believe.
No, I don't. I'm sad.
Yeah.
You're right. I just checked. Feels bad.
Yeah, but you're taking a long rest. You'll be fine. Everyone sort of waits until sunset. Tiberius sort of goes through his pack. He takes some vials out, tinkers with them, and then puts them back. He takes out a bedroll, rolls it, and sort of rolls it a bit away from the group. It seems he isn't comfortable with you guys. And he begins to sleep as soon as sun sets.
Chance will also eat a ration before he goes to bed.
Okay. I believe Belmont will also eat a ration. Yeah, Belmont will eat a ration. And Nuabu, do you eat a ration?
Yeah, I do.
Alright. Everyone eventually settles in for the night. Does anyone have anything to start a campfire?
Chance is gonna go through his bag and see if he can anything, and he finds a tinder box. Here.
Okay. Belmont will take out one of his torches and sort of breaks it and puts it on the cobble. Or not the cobble, the dirt. And he takes oil. He spreads a little bit on it. And he looks at you, Chance.
Chance is gonna like sit down and pull out his guitar. Or wait, his guitar's not. Is his guitar with him? I think it is.
It is with him.
Okay, it just wasn't written in the image.
Okay. Currently, Chance, it's just you, Belmont, and Nuabu. Are you? What are you up to right now? Are you around the campfire or?
Yeah, I will be. I have nothing to do, so yeah.
So it's Belmont, Chance, and Nuabu around the campfire. Tiberius is off away from the campfire. I'm adding a guitar to your inventory, by the way.
Okay, I was gonna do that.
There you go.
Didn't know how.
Refresh the page and it's there now. We basically put a guitar and lute as the same thing, so there's no guitar really.
So, Chance will pull out his guitar and basically just start playing. Simple like chords, things like that. Too fancy. And he'll start to slightly come to himself.
Belmont will say, when did you learn to sing?
Who, me?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It's just something I've always been working on. You know, these few days.
And he'll continue to hum and kind of play some slight chords.
Hold on, I gotta check something from the stream. I'm being told that our audio's cutting out. So let me check that out real quick. Okay, so continue talking.
Mostly, Chance is just gonna
Okay, it is not
play it.
glitching out at all, by the way. So we're okay. Belmont will say to you, Chance, it's kind of a nice turnaround you're doing.
Thank you. I've been wanting to write something, but I really had the time.
Mm-hmm. What will it be about?
Well, I've thought about us.
Huh.
You know, something to lift our spirits. Haven't really thought of exactly what I wanted. Okay, I'm good.
I see. Well, update us on the lyrics. If you have the time.
I mean, I guess I could. I haven't really gotten much down though. And
As Chance pulls out it, that he has been writing ever so slightly.
you ready?
Yeah. Nuabu, are you ready?
No, of course.
Haven't really gotten the chords down yet, but in a distant land traveling far out west, we're a group of adventurers who are better than the rest. Unlikely of folk, been banded together. Kind of all I got. So far.
Oh, did you write that down earlier?
Yeah, been writing it down over the past few days.
Fair.
Haven't gotten the chords down yet, but I don't know. It suits us. And then it would go off to how we're the adventure pack. Blah blah blah.
Belmont will say, I'm sure Ori would like it. Same as Fullis.
Thing.
Yeah.
Hopefully I can have it done soon. A little more difficult to write than I thought.
Of course, I mean, I'm not a music writer myself, you know. I'm a mercenary, you might call me, but...
Maybe this has been to be right.
Belmont will look at the campfire and he'll say, I'm sorry, about Caston.
No problem.
I didn't mean to cause any trouble, to really
Not
kill
your
anyone.
fault. Come on, it's not your fault at all.
Yeah. The only thing that worries me is when my dad figures out that the Vanguard aren't coming back, is he gonna send more or is he gonna come here?
Well, I mean, whatever happens, we'll deal with it.
I mean, I think the funny part really is they expected us not to fight back. Like, they said, oh, well, you get a month with Belmont, and then after a month we're coming to pick him up. And they expected us not to fight about it?
Difficult. Real shitty situation. But for the most part, I don't know. Seems like everyone's starting to have family issues. Oh, father's coming back. Your father's looking for you.
What about you, Chance?
Me? Oh no. I don't know.
Don't cats have 9 lives?
Ew. But no, I haven't. I never really met my. I never really met my family.
Well, I'm not alone with that.
Yeah, seems a lot of us have something in common. Maybe except for Aurier. Seems he knows his home and his people.
Hey. No Arbor.
Yeah, what's up?
Gotta ask.
Mm-hmm.
When I pulled off your hood
Sure.
and I was blinded and sent backward, what are you?
Well,
Belmont will quip in. Yeah, and you also took off your bandages, like in your entire hood and stuff, at the sewers at Rocketsworth's lair, and you just, you know, blinded everyone.
It's rather complicated. I guess we do have some time. Well, it started with my parents were really big on, well, they were church people, if that makes sense. Really big on that kind of stuff. They eventually were, quote unquote, blessed by the gods, I guess. When an angel came down and, well, not literally or anything, just metaphorically, my mom had a dream about it. Talking about on how if you gave permission, I could become a quote unquote angel to help fight. Which of course she gladly agreed, but I don't know all the details. She didn't explain everything, but in the end, I know it didn't exactly work out, as you can probably see.
So you're an angel.
A mistake angel. Not really an angel. I would be. I just don't. I don't know. I don't know if there was something wrong with me or. I doubt the angels made a mistake. I probably just wasn't strong enough for it. I don't know.
That's not true. Hey, Wabu. You're one of the strongest guys I know. I mean, in probably a one-on-one situation, maybe Belmont would beat you in an arm wrestling contest, but Wabu, I don't know what it's like to live in bandages. I don't know what it's like to cover my face. That's something not a lot of people go through. And you go through with what I'm assuming is a smile on your face. Or at least you go through it in the first place. When a lot of people would just give up. That's strong.
Thank
Trust me, I ran away when the world didn't like me. And I became someone I didn't want. I did things I never really ever. But I did them and it wasn't. I did them and it wasn't my favorite decision, but I still did it.
Yeah.
Belmont will chip in. And keep in mind, Belmont, or Nuabu, you have magic. Not a lot of us here can do magic.
It's true.
I mean, I think Chance just learned how to.
Yeah, I mean,
How the hell did you learn magic?
I talked to Estella.
No.
Any
makes
free
sense.
chance I got, I went to her and I asked how to do simple magic stuff. And it was strange. It was weird. Conjure magic this time, but
Yeah. I mostly get my magic from my prayers and, a little bit of innate potential, I guess, from, my body, as you can probably see.
Belmont
I
will stand up.
did learn how to do this. And then Chance will pick up his guitar and play a really powerful chord that kind of hits everyone. And he casts Bardic Inspiration.
Okay, who are you gonna give the inspiration to?
That's everyone that can hear.
Oh, right. So, Chance
So he kind of,
strings the guitar, and
and it's like loud.
it's
like
very
real-
audible.
What is it, like rock and roll style?
No, he just brings his pluck and just strikes all the chords at once. And everyone at the campfire is just filled with sort of courage. They're filled with excitement, sort of feeling that they're up to the task.
I don't know if that's because the magic I've been learning, but that's what I can do now. And I never really showed anyone just because you're all kind of the magic dealers, not me.
Belmont will stand up and he'll say, "Hey, that was a cool, Chance, but check this out." Then he'll turn his head towards the sky, and you'll see his throat sort of bubble up and sort of push up and down. Then he'll open his mouth, and you'll see fire just shoot into the sky.
Wow.
You realize you just you know what? I'm not going to talk about your saliva.
I was just born with it.
Yeah, I got that.
Is that a Dragonborn thing? That's pretty cool.
Yeah, the
Kind of gross, actually. Now that I think about it, like, where does that come from? What is it like? Your
I don't know. How do dragons breathe fire or I don't know, lightning? Is it like their saliva, or is it like something magical they do?
Maybe. Oh my god, we're scientists. Well, do you think it would probably be a little bit of the saliva and probably a combination of their maybe an acidic saliva along with some magic? I mean, they're clearly magical creatures, so.
You'll hear a sort of shout, and it's coming from Tiberius in his bedroll, and he says, "It's magic. It doesn't involve saliva."
Well, I'm gonna say it involves saliva just to make it sound gross.
All right. I want everyone to roll a perception check real quick.
Beating your table. Alright, Noelle got a solid 8.
9.
Yeah, that is a much better number.
So did anyone get above a 10?
I did. I got a 19.
Oh, yeah, 19.
I got
Okay,
a solid 8.
you cut out before you said teen.
Oh, I have a 9.
Yeah. Chance, you notice when he sort of sits up and says that, he has this vial around his neck that he's fiddling with, and then he holds on to it and he turns over and goes back to sleep.
Chance is gonna walk over and, hey,
What do you want?
I mean, I'd appreciate it if you come and talk to us.
To be frank, I just want to be escorted to my church. I don't know you guys, and I sure as hell don't want to be involved with you people.
Well, you're stuck with it. Next few days, and I would say that the best thing to do would be to get to know us. Because maybe, just maybe, you'll enjoy our company.
Don't worry, I've been listening to your conversation.
Oh, you've been listening and not contributing. Who are you? What's your story?
Well, I'm Tiberius, as you've met me before. I was caught in Raxivort's lair, and currently I'm just trying to get back to my church, my order.
Alright. A little bit of a short story, but I'll accept it.
Mm-hmm. What I do find peculiar is your friend, Fenmaris?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that guy. Normally,
You two seem to have similar abilities.
yeah, it appears he's also a blood hunter, but normally us blood hunters have an order that we go to. For me, we mess with concoctions and such, and we take them to
Is
increase
that what the
our.
vial is?
Yes.
Alright.
And we take them in order to increase our abilities. He seems like what appears to be the order of a lichen. However, he says he doesn't have an order, and that's what I find peculiar. Blood hunters have to have an order that they go to, they perform rituals at to get these powers, but he only talked about one person that was his master. That gave him this power.
Well, if you're so curious about what his whole deal is, why don't you join us? You'll find answers that you've got questions to. And on top of that, maybe you could learn something.
He'll sigh, and he'll get up, and he'll start moving towards the campfire. And he'll plop down. Alright, I'll listen in, but I might not put too much input.
Even a little input is. So.
Belmont rubs his eyes, and he says, Chance,
Yeah.
when you were running with the Wheeler gang, who did you know? Was it the people that we met already, or were there other members other than them?
Oh, for the most part. William. And I didn't even know Tor. I didn't know that that machine was built. It was basically my replacement. Something disposable for William to just toss out like trash. But the Loxodon, I don't remember. All I really remember is Culkin. Samuel seemed fairly new. I don't know if I hadn't really recognized him, but mostly everyone that we've met was new. I didn't really know anyone. Nowadays, oh, there's most likely more out there, but none that I can call off the top.
Well, there was Gregory as well, Samuel's twin.
Yeah, I don't really remember that.
So it seems they built up their forces before or after you left.
Seems like maybe William was scared. Maybe he knew that he'd kill Last Chance. But he did, in fact, kill Last Chance today. Last Chance is gone. It's not who I am.
I mean, do you know why my name's Lord Belmont, right?
No, I've never questioned that.
Well, let's just say my dad is a part of this organization, and he's the king of the organization. And I'm his direct son, so I get the name Lord Belmont.
Yeah, that's a rather powerful word.
Mm-hmm.
So your name's just Belmont.
Yeah, it's normally Belmont, but to some people it might be Lord Belmont.
Interesting. Well, I think you might be close to getting some shut-eye.
Tiberius will stand up and walk back to his bedroll. Belmont sort of gets into his bedroll next to the campfire.
As well.
And I imagine Nuabu as well.
Yes.
Everyone begins to close their eyes. And sleep eventually comes to you. In the dead, quiet night. Nuabu, you awake during the night to a jump. You look around and you don't see anything around you. Except for the campfire, Belmont, Chance. Just as you left it. You don't know why you feel like you were almost scared awake. Like you had a nightmare.
Well, as a sign of comfort, I'm going to take off just small, just move slight bandages over just so I can use myself as a nightlight.
Yeah. By the way, everyone gets a long rest. So, you know, your basic spellcasters get their spells back.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'll do that. Do I get a long rest or no?
Yes, you do.
Okay.
This is sort of, by your judgment of time, you see a little. It's night, but you see a little light coming from the far distance.
I do?
Yeah.
Okay.
The stars are still out, however. And
Can I go check it out? Or is it super far away?
It's super far away.
Okay.
It's almost you could deduct it's probably the sun or maybe the moon setting.
Okay. Well, I'm just gonna lie there for a while.
All right. You lay your head back against your pillow and you look at the sky. You see the stars. And the stars seem very bright tonight.
Is there a full moon?
Yes, there is. Just then you see a shooting star begin to fall. And then you see multiple stars begin to fall. However, when the stars fall, they leave white streaks in the sky. And the sky almost goes white. And you feel something touch your hand. And
hello?
you look over and you see this rabbit. And its rabbit coat seems to be made of the starry night sky. The top of its ears glow bright blue. And its eyes and its eyes are similarly the same coat of blue.
Well, what in the hell is... That's not usual.
And it sort of reaches out and it puts its hand on yours. And all of a sudden, that drowsiness you felt sort of goes away. And you feel warm. And the rabbit begins to back away. And then it stops and then it stares at you. Sort of its nose smelling the air.
You know, I kind of like sleep sometimes. It doesn't hurt as much as being awake. Thank you for the comfort, I guess. Why am I talking to a stupid rabbit?
You hear this voice almost penetrate through your head. And you hear sort of a childlike voice. Let's have some fun. The rabbit begins hopping up and down and begins to run in circles.
What the... You know, I'm just going to chalk this up to a dream, and I'm going to go back to sleep. Have a nice night, bunny.
The bunny will hop over to you. It'll jump on your chest.
Okay, that's a little too close. I don't want you getting burned.
You'll hear... Nuabu, I just want to have some fun.
Okay, first of all, get off me. You're going to burn. I'm going to pick it up and then put it back down on the ground.
Okay, as you do, it says, Nuabu, take off your bandages. It's okay.
Hell no. I'm going to blow up the entire campsite.
Didn't you take off a little bit?
Slightly, yes, on my arm.
Yeah. You see that light just fade away.
Well, that's new.
Nuabu, you can take off your bandages now.
I'll look inside the bandages. I'm not going to fully take them off or anything, but...
There's no light and you see the skin of your pale white body.
I'm guessing it's all flaked. Feels bad, man.
Yeah.
Well, this is new.
Yeah, no, come on, let's have some fun.
I mean, did you do this?
Yes, it's a little gift. I can't keep it away forever, but if it helps you sleep better tonight.
Well, alright, well, I guess it's... I can play with you for a bit. As a repayment, I guess.
Okay. And then I'll start hopping up and down and says, let's race, come on.
Fine.
And the rabbit will scrunch up its hind legs, sort of waiting for you to get next to it. Alright. And then you hear 3, 2, 1. And then it jumps and then begins running. Do you run?
Yes, I do.
Alright. You chase this rabbit and the rabbit obviously seems faster. However you head, you hear what appears to be childlike laughter.
Oh, what the hell am I doing tonight?
As you're running, every step you see leaves behind a blue glowing footprint. And all of a sudden, the rabbit ahead of you just stops abruptly. And then sits.
Abu will trip over himself a little bit. He'll lay down. What's going on? Oh, we stopped already?
My Starlight, how have you been?
What?
My Starlight, that's what I'm gonna call you.
That's weird. Alright.
Okay, I guess that is weird, but I saw you the other day. You took off your bandages to help your group there.
I was in a different plane. How do you... No, I'm not even gonna question. Alright. Thanks, I guess?
Do you take off your mask, or is it still on?
It's still on, yeah.
Why don't you take off your mask?
I prefer to keep it on.
Okay, I guess that's understandable. But you look so handsome without that mask on.
No one knows what I look like.
Well, I do.
It's rather creepy, you know.
You see the rabbit's ears sort of flex and start turning. And the rabbit looks all over the place. I can't stay here for much longer. I might attract some bad creatures to you, and I don't want you to get hurt. Here, I'll take you back to your camp. And you see the blue footprints that you left behind glow brightly. And it leads all the way back to where you came from.
Okay.
The rabbit will begin hopping next to you as you walk back.
As I walk back, I will, I'll peek out of the mask slightly. But just with my eyes, not anything more.
You peek out of your mask and no light comes out. The relative pain that you had earlier just goes away.
Yeah. I'll pull it slightly down just so my nose and mouth are covered up still, but...
Okay.
I'll just keep holding it there for a bit.
You get back to camp.
I'll put it back on when I get back.
Alright. You see Chance, Belmont, and you see Tiberius sleeping in the sleeping bags. And you lay down in your sleeping bag.
I swear, these guys literally... If I was kidnapped by a freaking Starlight Bunny tonight, they wouldn't even know.
And you pull your blanket over yourself. But before you do, the rabbit jumps onto your chest and begins to snuggle in.
Okay, I told you.
And you get this warm sensation when it jumps onto your chest. It sort of generates throughout your body. And the rabbit closes its eyes.
Not my weirdest day. Not a normal one either, I guess. Alright. Well, thank you.
And Nuabu, eventually the childlike fun that you had built up in your body begins to fade. Drowsiness hits you. And you fall asleep.
Oof.
Chance pick a number between 1 and 2, and Nuabu pick a number between... Or, Chance pick a number between 1 and 4, and Nuabu pick a number between 1 and 4.
4!
Okay.
I'm gonna roll my d4 to see what I get. 1.
Nuabu, after sleeping, your eyes awaken again, and you look to see if the rabbit's still there. It's now bright and early morning, and you see the rabbit's no longer there.
Unsurprisingly.
And that one bin is probably left open. You see light coming out of it now.
I'll pull it back on.
And you readjust your mask. And see the campfires just leaving slight embers. And Tiberius is awake and he's sitting up.
Well, good morning.
Good morning to you. Did you sleep well?
Yeah, I'd say so.
It's good. I'm gonna need it for our last day here.
I think I just had the weirdest dream of my life.
Yeah, what was it about?
Rather ridiculous, actually, now the more I think about it, but... I was apparently, quote-unquote, woken up by a Starlight Bunny. cured me of my ailment for a short period, and then it asked me to play with it for as payment. Not my weirdest dream. Definitely not down there either, though. It's pretty up there.
I see. I didn't even roll. There you go. He says to you, "Well, it appears you met with the pantheon of a deity."
Well, I wouldn't be surprised. I could probably see that being, broken angel, quote unquote.
I wouldn't say you're broken necessarily, but
I'm literally flaking. I'd call myself broken.
anyway, the deity appears to be of the pantheon at least appears to be the deity of Opsu.
Excuse me, what?
Opsu, it's a you're a cleric, yeah?
Of course.
Do you worship Opsu?
Well, yes, I do. Name's rather confusing, sorry.
It's understandable. Opsu is a childlike god. She was,
I don't like gods much anymore, but I'll use their power for good at the very least.
well, if she approached you last night, then that's usually something very good. It usually means that the god is looking out for you.
I better hope she would be.
And while I'm not an expert on her religion, I'd say
Yes, my parents did. My mother died when giving birth to me, of course, because, angel fun and all that. And my dad, shortly later, after seeing what I had become, took his life. So I never really dedicated my much to studies on the actual religion history or anything, but I did learn the best I could for actual healing, if that makes sense.
he puts his hand on your shoulder and he says, "I'm sorry to hear that, but I have." What did she say to you specifically? Chance roll or perception check.
Oof. 8.
Okay, chance you're
Solid.
still sleeping.
Okay.
Well, she just asked to play, and then she told me to take off the bandages. And she said after I ran around with her for a bit, because it was I would think it would be rather disrespectful to be rude to somebody who was so kind, but or something, I don't know. Then she asked me to take off the mask, and I refused because it's not what I'm used to. We inevitably walked back, and I did peek out of the mask for a bit, but that's about it.
I see. Alright, well, I'll go wake up the others for breakfast. He picks up a rock. He throws it at Chance's bag. Chance, roll with advantage.
What am I rolling for? Is that
Perception, yeah.
15.
Okay.
10. Yeah, so 15.
Okay. You're jolted awake when this rock hits you on the side of your shoulder. And it doesn't really hurt, but it sort of jolts you awake.
What happened?
Morning, Chance.
You
Don't
see
throw things at me.
Tiberius, his hand's open, it's stretched out, and he pulls his hand back and he sort of laughs.
We're going back to sleep.
It's almost midday.
I know. Cats can sleep for quite a while.
If you say so.
Why? What's going on? Eat me?
No, not in particular. It's probably just a good idea to wake up. So,
Alright, I'm up. Chance will reach into his bag and be a arachnid.
Okay. Tiberius looks around. Is anyone gonna wake up the Dragonborn?
I got it.
Alright, what do you do to wake him up?
I'm gonna use my nightlight abilities, and I'm going to put extra heat on his face. Not enough to burn, just to be annoying. I'm getting creative with this, dude.
Okay. Let me real quick, just...
Oh, never mind. It's probably gonna burn.
I get advantage. Okay. Belmont wakes up, rubs his eyes. Hey, Nuabu.
Morning.
And he immediately takes out a ration and eats it. So, what are we up to today, guys?
I'm not sure.
I mean, are we going straight over to the quote-unquote village, right, to meet your father?
Mm.
But we also have to track down this vampire woman,
Yeah.
mayor woman.
Well, we sent Follis and Ori after her.
Yeah.
Follis' dad is supposed to show up in 3 days now, but I guess we wait for the train.
I guess so.
Belmont walks over and sort of disperses the fire, throwing away the already charcoaled wood. And he takes out another one of his torches, breaks it in half, sort of crumples the torch wood and drops it there. And he takes out he looks at Chance, tinderbox.
Huh? What?
I need a tinderbox.
Oh, yeah. Chance hands it over.
Okay. And he lights a new fire. And he sits there. Is there anything anyone would like to do during this day?
Chance is just gonna, like, lay down. Gonna take a day to fully relax.
Taking a cat nap.
Yeah, dude, like,
Alright,
we haven't had, like, a full day to, like, legit just lay down. No. We've been working, like, all day, every day.
True.
Relax time. Chance is just gonna rummage through his bag, see if he can find anything fun to play with. Fucking
Is
play
there a
with.
ball of yarn in there?
Chance does pull out a bar.
Nuabu does say that
yarn.
to you, by the way.
No. Chance turns around and pulls out a small ball of yarn. to play with it.
Nice.
Belmont sort of takes out one of his special little orange bullets. He sort of starts fiddling with it. I imagine everyone just rests for
Yep.
now.
Pretty much.
Alright. It's approaching night. Belmont restocks the fire again. And is there anything anyone would like to do before night comes?
No, I think Chance is like, nah, Chance is gonna keep like relaxed.
All right. Night eventually comes, and this time, Nuabu, you're not waking up.
Okay.
And
Wonderful.
mm, please the same numbers. Okay. Chance.
Hmm.
You awaken. Oh, did they? Yeah. Okay, hold on. Hold on. I need to get something. You gotta put this in. Alright. JJ, speak real quick.
Hello.
Okay, cool.
Alright. And you still are sleeping with your ball of yarn in your hand. And you suddenly are hit with this strong gust of wind, and the ball of yarn sort of flies out at your hand. Roll a dexterity saving throw to catch your ball of yarn.
Dexterity saving throw.
Yeah.
22.
Okay. It flies out of your hand, and with one hand you catch it before it flies away. And you sort of hold on to your hat. You stuff it under your bag. Throw your backpack upon it.
Yeah.
And you awaken to see this almost... You would be mistaken if it weren't for the fact that you see a tiny glint of light from the sky, but it is almost entirely dark clouds. And you see rain begin to pour heavily.
Do we wake up?
Yeah, I'll say everyone generally wakes up. Tiberius says, "Oh, come on." And he grabs a sleeping bag and moves inside the train station.
Yeah.
He throws his stuff down. And Nuabu, I want you to roll a perception check.
Okay. That is a solid 1, baby.
Okay. You're startled when you're all of a sudden... You see the rabbit just knock into your leg, and it sort of sprawls onto the ground, and you see its wet fur, it's matted, and it's sort of shaking, and
Was
you
it the
hear...
Starlight Rabbit?
Yes. And you hear a voice in your head, the same voice as before. "I'm so sorry, I shouldn't have come here, I brought them here, and...
What did you bring?
And I'd like everyone to roll a perception check again.
Me included?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. 11.
Chance, what did you get?
What is it again?
Perception.
Oof, that's 9.
Okay, hold on.
Come in. What do you want? What do you want? Hi. Do you want to be on that?
Okay. Both Belmont and Tiberius point towards where you see sort of rolling dark mist comes into the train station on the train tracks.
What
And-
did you bring?
Sort of, you see walking out of it this weird creature. To you people, it doesn't look familiar at all. But to some others that were there, it looks extremely familiar.
Dun dun dun.
But those others aren't here right now.
Oof.
So, hold on. You see that sort of walking out of the dark mist.
Oh no.
And behind it you see two creatures. And both are rotting corpses. One has its stomach ripped open, guts hanging out.
How many of them are there?
There are two what look to be humanoid and one of the wide open mouth. And as soon as you set your eyes upon it, I need everyone to make a DC Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
I think it's 13, guys.
I think it's 13, guys.
I got a 6.
Oh no.
Oh,
Oh
okay. What did you get?
I got a give me a second. DC of what? Not DC. Dexterity or
It's Constitution.
my bad. That is my best stat, buddy. So that is a 21.
Jesus. Okay. So, Chance, you're the only one affected by this, but as soon as you look into its open, gaping mouth and its dark, soulless eyes, you are frightened by this creature. And you take 14 points of psychic damage.
Oh, okay.
Oh. That's some damage.
And I need everyone to roll initiative.
Bum bum bum.
16.
Alright, hold on. I gotta bring up my doc so I can write down the initiative.
16.
Alright, so Chance, you got a 16.
Yes.
Nuavi, what did you get?
I got a 18.
Okay. And Belmont got a 6. Oh, I need to not equip his armor because he doesn't have that equipped right now. There we go. Oof, nice, good armor class. And Tiberius. Tiberius got very high, actually. Okay. I'll give it to Tiberius. Tiberius takes out he doesn't take out anything, but he looks at the creature and he yeah. The creature needs to make a dexterity saving throw, which it fails. And you see it sort of it sort of wait, I misread that. Never mind. He's just gonna fire a crossbow at it. Okay, that's gonna hit. Oof. Okay. The creature is hit, but it seems to barely take any damage from it. Now it would be the creature's turn. Creature's about 30 feet away, and it looks towards Nuabu, and it begins to move towards there. It's like shaking as it steps, and Nuabu, I need you to make another Constitution saving throw.
Okay. That would be a 17.
Okay, you succeed, but you still take you take 14 points of necrotic damage as it stares into your almost sockets, and you feel a terrible sense of dread in your stomach. All right. It will now be Nuabu. It's your turn.
First, I'd like to pick up the rabbit.
Okay.
What is this thing? What have you done?
I don't know. It's just been it's been following me for a while.
And you didn't tell me the first. Oh my God! It's no matter.
I told you I might attract them here.
Yes, I got it. How do we kill it or get out of here?
We can kill it.
How? Tell me.
Use your magic.
That's simple.
Yeah, I mean it's not like a demon lord. It's just.
All right, fair. It's rather disgusting looking, I might admit. All right. While I'm saying that, I'm going to cast. Can I cast spiritual weapon?
Sure.
Okay, first level.
It's a second level spell. Yeah.
Yeah. Second. I don't think it does anything to it if you just use it as third level spell.
You get an extra D8 damage.
Okay, so I'll do that. So I'll cast it as a third level spell.
Okay.
Spiritual weapon.
So you do 2d8 plus 4. And I imagine you attack it?
Yes, with my, what is it? What's the weapon I use? Scimitar?
Or you can use your spiritual weapon.
Yeah, I know, but I'm going to make it look like a
right.
scimitar.
Okay.
I will chuck it at the beast. Can you not, Kitty? That is not a D8.
Oh, you have to roll the hit first.
Yeah, my bad. Okay, that is a 2. And to hit.
Oof.
Yeah, that's that's a 7.
Okay, well, you do not hit, but keep in mind, if you have a cantrip that requires an action to cast, you can still cast that cantrip.
Okay. Why is that? I'm totally lost.
Because spiritual weapon is a bonus action spell.
Yeah, my bad. Can I cast... I'm gonna cast Sacred Flame.
Okay. So roll 2d8.
Yep. Eight, 7.
So is that like 15?
Yeah, it is 15.
Okay, well, it got a natural one, so it takes 15 points of, and you see its gaping mouth just bursts with flame, and you hear it cough. And the cough seems to be almost...
Go back to your pit, you stinking demon.
The cough almost seems to whisper out and sort of echo out. There's no real voice behind it. 30. Okay. It is now Chance's turn.
Chance is going to pull out pistols.
Yep.
And fire. Actually, I have an extra attack, correct? Because I'm not
Yes, you do.
Okay. And I have a bonus action. So, can I use Bardic Inspiration as a bonus action?
I believe it is a bonus action.
So, Chance is going to strum his guitar and cast Bardic Inspiration on the party.
All right. Everyone gets a d6, right? Or is it?
Yeah, it's a d6.
Yeah, so everyone gets a d6 you can add to a saving throw, an attack roll.
Ability check, attack, roll, or save.
Yeah.
So, and then Chance is going to pull out his 2 pistols.
Okay.
And then fire each pistol at one of the... There's 2 of the zombies, right?
There's 2 zombies and one of the big boys. No, you can't fire both pistols because... I mean, you can actually, but it wouldn't be count as dual wielding. Because you have to use your bonus action to dual wield.
Oh.
But you can still fire one and then fire the other with an attack, like with your 2 attacks.
Okay, that's what I'll do. So
Okay.
bang, bang. So for the first one against the zombie is a... Oh, hold on.
Are you making this sharpshooter?
No. Actually, yeah, I'll make it sharpshooter.
Okay. Alright, so what is it to hit?
Okay, so. Alright, let me roll. So this is going to be sharpshooter, so it's going to be -5 and then +10 to the damage, correct?
Yes.
Oof. 9.
9 hits.
9 hits?
Mhm.
Okay. So that's going to be 1d10 plus 15. So that's 27 damage.
Alright.
Oh, no. Sorry. That's not 27. 20.
Doesn't matter. You fire your pistol right into the zombie's head, and it falls back. And then, oh god.
And the next shot.
Yeah, hold on. Okay, the zombie just falls to the ground dead.
Alright, and then the next shot. That's also. That's actually. That one's also gonna be sharpshooter.
Alright.
And then it's gonna be. I said that before I rolled. So. 14. That hits, right?
Yeah, 14 hits.
And then this one's gonna be 1d10 plus. This is my other revolver. It's not. So 14.
14 points of damage?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright. Zombie isn't dead, but it's very hurt.
I should have just fired with Loretta. I would have done the extra 5 damage to kill it.
And then it is now Belmont's turn. Belmont is going to run over to Nuabu's aid, and he's going to take out his chains of tripping and attempt to trip the creature.
Thank you.
Okay. Both will hit. And he gets advantage, or he gets stealth. So this one is sneak attack.
Yay!
Okay, so 5, 8 points of damage. And the second one. Okay. He pulls, and the creature manages to stand, but it is looking very bad. It is bloodied. It is now the zombie's turn. Maybe that's the remaining zombie, rather. And it walks up to Belmont, yeah. It walks up to Belmont, and it will slam into him. Okay. Wow, that crit. Okay, that's not that much, though. That's 5 points of damage. That's like nothing. The zombie slams into Belmont, sort of pushing him, but it really means nothing to him.
Dealing massive damage.
Yeah.
Oh, wait.
And back to the top, it's Tiberius's turn. He will fire once more. And he'll miss. He's gonna fire again. And he'll hit. That deals like 2 damage. Alright. And then it's the creature's turn. He is going to and I need Belmont takes 5 damage. And Nuabu, you also take 5 damage.
Okay.
As this necrotic energy shoots from it. And that hurts you.
Oof.
And hold on. I need Nuabu, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw again.
Okay. Nine. 13.
You just make the saving throw. You take. Whoa, that was cool. My D10 literally spinned on its side. It was like Beyblade. It was cool.
Okay,
Beyblade,
Let it rip. Let's fight
Let's
an epic
You take
battle.
10 points of psychic damage.
We
Okay.
just got copy strike now.
Copy strike PewDiePie.
And then it's going to. I need you to make another Constitution saving throw.
Again?
Yeah.
Ooh.
For my second attack.
That's a 15.
Okay, you pass, but you still take.
For my second attack, I activate my trap card. With an empty field on the battle, I summon Dark Magician. I attack you directly. Autistic.
I'm a blue eyes. You're dark magician.
Holy Jesus, you take 16 points of necrotic damage.
That was when he saved. That was when he.
That's when he saved.
Saved. Oh my god.
I lost 40 HP that turn.
And luckily that is its turn. So.
Is it my turn now?
Yes, it is.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna smack it with my spiritual weapon.
Okay, roll. And you can add a d6 if you want to it.
Yes, sir.
I think you hit though. It's like a +7, right?
Yeah, it is. That's a 17.
18. Okay.
Oh, 18.
Yeah,
You're
you'll
right.
hit.
Okay, cool. 2d8.
Yep.
Yeah. No, get off me. 2. 3 damage.
Plus your wisdom
Plus,
modifier.
which is 4. So, 7 damage.
Okay. It's looking pretty bad.
And because I missed, I don't get to cast Sacred Flame, right?
No, you can still do it.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna go ahead and do that.
All right. It succeeds the saving throw.
Oof. Okay. So it is. Sorry, I'm getting to it.
Roxas.
Oh, that is a 5.
Did you roll the second one?
Or take 1. Yeah. Oh, that's a 1. So there's a 5 and a 1. So
Let me double check actually.
Target must succeed on a dex saving throw or take 1d8 radiant damage.
Oh, so-
since he succeeded, he takes.
So he doesn't take
no
anything
damage.
then.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Then it is Chance's turn.
So it's just the one guy left, or is there also?
There's a zombie as well.
Alright.
Right.
I'm going to.
Small cat.
So, Chance is going to fire once with Loretta at the main enemy.
Okay.
That is a 22.
Hits. Alright, is this sharpshooter?
Oh, I have to call that before, so then no.
Yeah, okay.
That is 8 damage.
Okay.
This next one's going to be sharpshooter. This is going to be my second attack.
Okay.
That one is going to be sharpshooter, like I said. And that's going to be 20, a non-natural 20.
Alright, that hits.
Because this one's shooter. Oof. 17.
Okay.
And then for my bonus action, I'm going to use my revolver. And this is going to be a non-sharpshooter.
And are you still shooting the main one, or?
This is going to be for the zombie.
Okay.
12.
12 will hit.
Thank God I didn't go sharpshooter. And then 8 damage on the zombie.
Okay, the zombie drops, but... Okay. So 8 plus 13 enemy, so 13 saving throw. He succeeds. The zombie begins to fall, and then it gets back up after the shot goes through its head.
Damn it.
It's now Belmont's turn. He's going to try to attack the big creature. Jesus, Belmont. Oh my god, he missed both attacks. How? Alright, so Belmont missed.
Belmont, you fool.
And it's back to Tiberius. He's going to shoot the zombie. He's going to miss. Second attack. He's also going to miss. Wait, no, wait. No, he hits. Alright.
Wait, no, I'm God. I said that hit.
No, because I realized the zombie's armor class is 8, so... The first one was a natural one, the second one was a 2. Anyway. The zombie makes his constitution saving throw. Alright. Back to the creature at hand. Nuabu, you take 5 damage.
Okay.
And, it's going to... you need to make a constitution saving throw again.
10.
Okay, you do not succeed this time. Take 19 points of psychic damage.
I am down.
You're downed?
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
Alright, so then it's going to Chance. What was the last creature you attacked? This is a zombie, right? Chance?
Sorry?
What was the last creature you attacked?
Zombie.
Okay. It's gonna look at Belmont. Belmont needs to make a constitution saving throw. Oh my god.
Natural 1.
You all see Belmont, as soon as this creature turns to look at him, Belmont falls unconscious.
Oh.
And then with its action, with its action, it's going to move over to Chance, and it's going to punch Chance. He's gonna try
Ow,
to.
you fuck.
That's a natural 20.
Oh.
Okay, I am a little worried, actually, now.
You're a little worried.
You take 18 points of damage.
Oof.
It is now,
What are you
Nuabu?
saying you're bloodied if you're under half?
Yeah, if you're under half.
I am bloodied.
Okay. Nuabu, make a death saving throw.
Okay.
Roll with advantage.
20.
Nuabu, you're back up to 1 HP.
Hell yeah.
And you have an action.
Okay, cool. I am going to cast.
Roxas, stop being cute, kitty. Stop!
Okay, so as a bonus action, can I take a bonus action as well?
I believe it's just an action.
Okay. Okay, I'm just going to use... Sorry. I want to... there's a lot of spells. I'm going to cast a second level Cure Wounds, or a third level Cure Wounds.
On yourself?
Yes, on myself.
Okay.
1d8.
Roll. 3d8 for third level. Or what level is it?
Yeah, 1d8 per spell slot above level 1. So it's going to be 3d8 plus spellcasting ability.
Yeah. Alright. You roll that, and it is going to... Chance, it's your turn. It's your turn. Your turn. Your turn.
16. Where's my sword?
What is
Where's-
Chance
where's-
gonna do? It's your wisdom modifier.
Okay, so that's 4. So that is going to be exactly 20.
Alright, cool. Chance?
So it's still basically the same situation. However, Nuabu's knocked down and
I am
Almon's
not.
unconscious.
I just got back up.
Nuabu
you
just got back up.
Yeah.
Belmont's still knocked down.
I'm going to attack the main one
Okay.
again. That's a natural one.
Take disadvantage also because you're firing as it's right in front of you.
Oh, it's right in front of me. Oh.
Yep.
Oh, well, that's a natural one, so that completely misses.
Oh yeah, your gun is misfired now.
Yep, so Loretta's jammed. That's great. And Chance is going to pull out his Oh wait, does Loretta still have the knife?
No, I don't believe you put the knife back on. I think you took the knife off and then you made a replica.
Damn. Alright, so Chance is gonna put away the gun, other action, and use his final bonus action to stab the creature with the dagger.
Okay, roll.
That's a non-natural 20.
Hits.
So 6 damage.
Hold on, wait. Oh, I also need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh boy. Oh, that's an 18.
Okay, you save, but you take 9 points of psychic damage.
Alright.
And what is the damage you got?
It was 6 damage.
6 damage?
Yeah.
Chance, you take your dagger out and you stab it right into the heart of this creature and you pull down. As you pull down, the skin opens and you see just absolute void escape from it, floating towards the sky. And the creature slacks back and it steps backwards and then it crumples onto the ground.
Chance is basically just gonna breathe heavily in this moment of almost dying.
Belmont's unconscious. The zombie is going to go. It's going to move over to Chance. And then attack Chance. Does a 16 hit?
Yeah, it does.
Takes 7 points of bludgeoning damage.
He's
And it is now Tiberius's turn. He is going to aim his crossbow at the zombie. Okay, we'll hit both times. He does. Alright, the zombie has to save 9. DC 16. Which it fails. The zombie's head, after the many gunshots and crossbow bolts, the final crossbow bolt goes right through its eye, coming out of the back of its head, and it falls down onto the ground. Combat is effectively over. Belmont is still unconscious, and the bigger creature is still there. You see smoke, almost black smoke, leaving its body.
That's not something you see every day. Then again, it's been happening quite a bit.
Chance is going to use Cure Wounds.
Alright.
Who seems to be the most...
Belmont's unconscious.
Yeah, I'm going to actually cast Belmont, don't worry about it. You can give him probably some first aid, but I can cure everyone. I'm going to cast. Where is it? Okay. Prayer of healing.
All right. So that takes 10 minutes to cast.
Yes.
Belmont's not bleeding out. He just looks to be unconscious. But you can do that. During these 10 minutes, you see the creature. It begins to stand up shakily, and it looks towards Nwabu and the rabbit, and it says, "Your light is fading." And it begins to laugh silently.
Just like the blackness in your heart, demon.
And you see it just evaporate into blackness. And
As
it
I thought.
floats up to the sky. And when it hits the clouds begin to part slowly. And light begins to come down.
Go back to your master and tell him we're not gonna run.
By the way, Chance, you see that Nuabu in one hand is seemingly holding nothing. His hand's just open, holding something.
Iwabu's holding, like, appears to be nothing.
Yeah. While he's casting his spell.
That's really weird. Chance is basically gonna sit down, like, kind of catch his breath and just say, I just wanted to relax.
Oof.
The bunny's eyes will look up towards you, Nuabu, and it will say, sorry for bringing this here.
I mean,
It'll hop down onto the ground. Thank you, Nuabu. As a gift, I will gift you my light, my blessing. And it hops over to you, and it sort of nestles against you. And
is that gonna interrupt my spell?
no, it's not.
Okay.
Your domain changes into the Blessed Trickery domain.
Ooh.
You get a new ability called Spring of Youth. Because of Opsu's blessing, you can basically cast haste once per day.
Fun.
Ooh, nice.
We take toes.
Good oof.
And it begins to fade away. Maybe see again. Wait. Maybe not, since I brought these things here.
Well, if you ever get chased, just know you can always count on us, I guess.
Yeah. Be careful, my starlight. There are many evils in this world, and I fear this may be bigger than I first imagined. And it fades away, and you're left at the
Thanos
train
snapped.
station.
I'm sorry.
So none of us saw the rabbit, right?
None of you saw the rabbit,
But we hear Nuabu talking to himself.
basically.
Nuabu, you alright?
No, I'm bleeding out of my mind right now. Just sit tight. I'm gonna heal everyone.
Alright, 10 minutes eventually pass. You can roll your healing.
Very nice. Okay. Okay, so everyone basically gets. Okay, let me roll it real quick. Everyone gains 15 HP.
Sweet.
Belmont awakens. Oh.
I take that back. You are also going to gain another 6 HP on top of that, because I'm casting at 3rd level.
Boom.
Belmont awakens. Oh my god. Okay. That was scary.
You're telling me.
And I'll sort of lay down. Are we ever gonna get a break?
I don't think so.
I guess.
Gonna lie back, lay down.
Eventually, you hear the silent chugga 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 chugga, and you look in the distance and you see a train coming, ever so slowly.
Finally.
And you see the zombie on the railroad get up, and then it sees the train, and then you see the zombie just splatter, guts flying everywhere. Some of it lands in front of you, and the train stops, and steam goes up into the air, and the doors open, and it seems to wait there.
Well, let's get moving.
Alright, you get on the train, you pay. I don't remember how much it is, but I'm gonna say it's like 2 silver.
2 silver.
Yeah.
Can't find my gold like Indian. Yeah.
Oh, it's an equipment. And then it'll be, hold on. I always did this. Where is it? It's equipment, and then... Oh,
Currency.
equipment currency. I guess I didn't put your gold in there.
Yeah, no, it's fine. I'll put it in later.
But yeah, it's basically 2 silver.
Okay.
From everyone. And, and you board the train. You get onto your seats. The train is very empty. And you still don't see a sign of Follis or Aurier. The train begins chugging. And it starts going. And you see off in the distance is the sun beginning to rise. And off on the very horizon, about a day later, on the very horizon, you see Brisbane start appearing into the horizon. And that's where we're ending.
Yay.
The 2-person session, let's go.
Pog!
So, normally sessions won't be like this, guys. It'll normally be normal.
Normal.
The only thing though is, this week we just had a lot of people out, and mostly, like we had 3 people out, including our DM. So, as I adjust my mic, we'll be back on normally for next week, and I think we have something planned for the coming weeks, like basically a one-shot to kind of give us something fresh for the session.
It'll be in about summertime.
And that'll be about summertime, so it's gonna be a little bit till that session comes out, but I just want to kind of tease it now because I know that we are thinking about doing it and it's most likely going to happen. So we'll give more detail when we're ready, and when we're ready to announce it. But thanks for watching. Don't forget to please share this wherever you can. If any of your friends are interested in D&D, send them this podcast. It's always I think episode 12 is an episode a good episode to start on. But hey, yeah, if you guys enjoyed it, don't forget you can always check us out on YouTube. Join our Discord. Plenty of different ways to interact with us. Like I said, if you enjoy it, please interact with us. super enjoy.
We're
it.
also now using the D&D Beyond overlay, so you can see Folus's. You can see a part of Folus's, Belmont's, chances, and Nuabu's character sheet during the stream. It's only a little piece. You can only see their primary attacks and their proficiencies and their stats and HP, but it's a live update system. You can see how because currently you can look at the stream if you have the extension installed, which you can do that at D&D Beyond. Basically, you can see everyone's character sheet, at least a piece into it, and it'll live update the HP and such. So, if you want to see specifically some attributes of the characters, go get the D&D Beyond Twitch extension. I'm not sponsored, but I'm using it.
It's pretty cool. Like, we've been using it. It's like super awesome.
And we'll see you for this Sunday of the Adventures Pact. Jay, if you would like to say goodbye.
Bye, everyone.
Goodbye.